Hi everyone, welcome back to Kuala Lumpur and our second video from the Infinitum Condo building located right in the heart of the city. Infinium building consists of two different condo towers. The first is the Luxe and the second is the Colony. In last week's video, I did a complete tour of not only the Luxe tower, but of all the shared amenities that both the Luxe and the Colony guests have access to. So if you're watching this video because you're considering staying in this building, it's going to be really important for you to go back and watch our previous video to get a full rundown on everything this building has to offer. And since I covered all those shared amenities last week, this week I'm going to give you a tour of all of the various restaurants that you will have access to within a short walk around the block. We are going to start our walk on the Luxe side of the building. And as we make our way around to the Colony Tower, you're going to see a 7-Eleven, a small grocery store, a 24-hour laundromat, some restaurants, and the Quill City Mall. We found that having these shops and the mall so close to the condo really made for a super convenient stay that made us feel like we were really getting a more local experience. Also adding to that feel was the fact that there were countless small, very local restaurants, not only super close, but also super affordable, just a quick walk away. One thing I did forget to mention in last week's video is if maybe you don't feel like going out and grabbing your own food and want to have it delivered instead, Grab is available for most restaurants in the local area. Just know that you are going to have to go downstairs and pick up the food directly from your Grab driver, as there is no designated drop-off area like you would find in Bangkok. given you a good lay of the land and you know what to expect from the area just around the outside of the condo, let me show you the self-check-in process for this building and where we found our keys and access cards. Entering the shared lobby area, we took the escalators to our right and walked around the terrace to locate the awesome stay lockbox area. As I walk around, you're going to notice there are several check-in areas, so it's going to be really important for you to follow your host's instructions for exactly which room you need to go to get your keys and access cards. After we had our keys, we took the escalator back downstairs to the Block A Colony lobby doors. You should know that you're going to need your access card to not only enter this lobby, but to also select your floor in the elevator, so be sure to have your access cards handy. You should also note your access card will not allow you access into the Block B side or the Luxe Tower, or work in their elevators. Something else I mentioned in last week's video, but definitely bears repeating, is that each tower only has 4 elevators, and these buildings are extremely busy, so you should definitely be prepared for long elevator wait times. Our condo for the second month in Kuala Lumpur was much higher as we were on the 27th floor this time. But walking into the main hallway, we found it was very similar to the appearance of the Luxe. One thing we did find odd was that the colony did not have its own trash collection area. We actually had to follow the signage down a hallway, through a stairwell, which led us to find ourselves back in the Luxe Condo elevator area. It is also important to note you will need your access card in order to swipe your way in and out of both the Luxe and Colony buildings. Heading back to that junction where we just went left towards the trash collection area, we're going to turn right and give you a tour of the condo we stayed at for our second month here in Kuala Lumpur. Just like last time, entering the main door off the hallway, you'll find yourself in a small foyer that will service 2 condos. We were in Condo A, which was a very large L-shaped corner unit with amazing views. This is a completely different layout than our previous unit, and we definitely like this setup more as it gave us a lot more space. But even though this unit was a completely different layout, it still came furnished with everything we would need for an extended stay, including a combination washer-dryer, fully equipped kitchen, a pretty comfortable bed, and a small love seat and TV. I will say we did end up rearranging the living room furniture because it seemed like a waste to have our backs to this absolutely stunning view. Our biggest issue with this condo was that this back area did not receive a strong Wi-Fi connection, since the router was in the closet in the foyer, but we resolved that by buying a Wi-Fi booster which allowed us to watch TV without a lag. The bathroom was identical to the bathroom in our previous condo, providing plenty of storage and hot water as long as you remember to turn the water heater on about 20 minutes prior to taking a shower. With any listing, you always wonder if the views they're showing you are the views you're actually going to have from your condo. And I can say with this unit, it was absolutely spot on. As we had absolutely stunning views of the mountains, a view of the Twin Towers, KL Tower, and Medeka 118, which was really amazing since this condo was actually $200 cheaper than the one we had the previous month. Even if this unit had not been $200 cheaper, it still would have been our favorite. But we're curious to know which unit you like better. Was it the condo in the Luxe on the 15th floor, or was it this week's condo in the Colony on the 27th? Also, we'd love to know if we forgot to cover something that you want to know about either building. If so, let us know in the comments below and we'll be sure to get back to you. And if you haven't checked out last week's video yet, I'm going to link that for you on screen so you can do that next. Also, make sure you subscribe as we're just getting started on our Kuala Lumpur content and have so much more to share with you from our 2 months here. We really appreciate those of you who watch our videos every week and really hope you'll continue watching as we travel not only Malaysia, but continue to travel through Southeast Asia, as we plan to continue to share with you every place we stay, every place we visit, and exactly what everything costs us so you can plan your very own happy travels.